bet you didn't know that the hemorrhoidal cockroach Skip Bayless was in on the Herschel Walker trade. He had inside information. He was almost even consulted by the Dallas Cowboys before they made that famous blockbuster 1989 trade. Of course, the reason you didn't know that is because it's not true. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco at the Star, Cowboys headquarters, where I don't spend a lot of time anymore on the issue of Skip Bayless. I've tried to steer you right here because I've known Skip for 30 years, and I've known him at what for a moment was his best, a brief moment, and I've known him for Skip Bayless at his worst, which is pretty much now all the time, since he sold his journalistic soul many, many years ago in order to turn a buck. He used to turn a phrase. Now he just turns a buck. And if he has to backstab you on the way to doing so, he will do it. And if he has to make up stories on the way to doing so, he will do it.
Ooh.
I have illustrated to you before, and I'm going to take a minute to do it again because I do think it's helpful, especially when people ask me, Fish, you're really hard on Skip. It can't be that bad. He's not that bad.
Skip.
Can my side be firm?
What?
My side's
Wait,
super soft.
Skip, oh, damn, Mike, you got a commercial.
Adjust your comfort with your sleep.
Damn. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really is.
He really
is that bad a guy.
He really is that bad a
You probably
guy.
all know the Troy Aikman story, where Skip wrote a book. Sold a book to a publisher, largely based on the concept that he was going to expose the quarterback of America's team and that quarterback's sexuality.
Right.
Didn't matter that none of it was true. It just mattered that it was salacious. Didn't matter that Skip couldn't prove it. Just mattered that somebody might buy it. And as I've told you here before, I'm going to tell it again.
Cruz.
Because I think it's important. Skip will tell you that he had a source.
Skip.
And I know who the source was. The source was Barry Switzer's teenage daughter, who Skip first went to and said, have you heard this rumor? And she said, no. I'm a 17-year-old girl from Oklahoma. What do I know?
Oklahoma? What does she know?
And then Skip turned back around to Barry Switzer's offspring months later and said, have you heard the rumor? And this time, Barry Switzer's offspring, no fault of this person's, no fault of the Switzer family, said, yeah, I have heard that. Well, where they heard it was from Skip. So, yeah, they heard it.
Skip.
It was out there because of Skip. It's a rumor that Skip started, that Skip perpetuated, and that Skip then used as sourced material for a decrepit book, an almost evil book. But he made money. And he's still making money. He's done this to every single person that I know that he's come in contact with. He's crossed them for money. He did it to football players. He destroyed Alexander Wright. Pretended that he was basically a preacher when Alexander Wright needed a father confessor. And Alexander Wright told him his deepest, darkest secret.
Damn. And he went in on him.
He had been abused by his father, not knowing... Not only not intending that it not be in print, not knowing that Skip was even a writer. He thought he was talking to a
man
priest.
of the cloth.
Seriously, that's what a con man Skip Bayless was in the Alexander Wright incident. And Alexander Wright the next morning wakes up and he looks at this newsletter, this fax thing, and Skip's written all these details that Alexander Wright had essentially never told anybody. But he told this jackass. Time and time again. I can give you example after example after example. And I'm not talking about where Skip is wrong. I'm not talking about where he says Larry Bird will never be a good player or something. That we all make those dumb mistakes. I'm talking about devilish behavior. Stabbing people in the back, stabbing people in the front. When, after the Cowboys won their Super Bowl, publishers were looking for books. And one of them went to Skip. Skip wrote a book about Jimmy Johnson's Cowboys. And incredibly, and we'll get to Jimmy Johnson in a minute, incredibly, very few people in this building, actually that building, Valley Ranch, very few people allowed themselves to be interviewed by Skip for that book.
That's right, because they know
years in,
he's
they
trash.
have learned what he is. who he is, don't cooperate with him. It's not going to do you any good. It's going to hurt you because he'll hurt you for money.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Johnson refused to be interviewed by Skip for a book that Skip was writing about Jimmy Johnson.
That's
That
pretty
tells you all you
bad.
need to know. There was 2 other books that came out.
That's really
This is
bad.
Jimmy's. Turning the thing around. This is the other that came out, Stars and Strife, by Mike Fisher.
Damn, Mike,
Together crew.
I'm in.
you got these ads rolling, don't you? You got it rolling today.
The Dallas Morning News did an interview with Jimmy and did an interview with all of us, all the authors, all the guys who were writing books. Actually, the Jimmy interview came later. I'll get to that in a minute. And in the Dallas Morning News story, Skip claims that all the other book writers stole their information and stole their idea from him. He didn't have any information. And the idea of writing a
Skip.
book about a team that wins the Super Bowl is not exactly original. It's true that,
Come on, Skip.
that Skip may have been
Skip,
the
come
first
on,
one to
man.
get the publisher phone
you
call
making shit up?
because Skip had already written a book, highly successful book, trashing Tom Landry for money. So Skip's publisher probably came to him even before Jimmy's publisher came to him. But that doesn't mean that Jimmy stole Skip's idea of writing a book. That's preposterous. Skip also told the Dallas Morning News writer, who happily was smart enough to not put this in the story, that my book, this one, still available, by the way. It's probably out there. You probably get it for $3 now. But if you contact me, I probably have 5 of them in the garage. Maybe
I'm gonna contact you, man. I'm gonna get that
Skip
book
told the
from you.
Dallas Morning News that my book was very pro Jerry, which I don't know. I think if you read it, you'll find it's pro everybody. They'd won a Super Bowl.
Everybody.
It's even pro Jimmy, and Jimmy and I are not besties. Skip told the Morning News that the reason that my book was pro Jerry, and this is true, Jerry Jones wrote the foreword for my book. So I'm not saying that I didn't then or don't now have a relationship with Jerry Jones. I do. We also wrote another book, coffee table book, about that same time. That foreword was written by Troy Aikman. And so yeah, I'm a little bit pro the people that
Of course he
that are
is.
nice to me, especially they win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Jimmy tells the Morning News the reason Fisher is pro Jerry in the book is because Jerry bought him a car. That Jerry bought me a car.
Yeah. Now I'm
this
gonna
was-
skip ahead of here a little bit. Let me see.
That story's not true. Making it clear, I didn't talk about trade.
Are you experiencing low
Damn,
libido,
another.
chronic
Come
fatigue,
on, man.
poor sleep,
Damn.
hair loss, increased body fat levels?
Age with Skip Bayless. I didn't talk about anything.
Okay. Look, I'm trying to get to the point of
See.
all.
Yeah, you'll be able to see this. It's
Wow, Mike, you really go around the corner. You talk as much as I do.
As you can see, it's
Okay.
lots of books.
Lots
All
of
the
books. Okay.
Book. It's icky,
It's icky.
gooey,
Okay. It's icky and gooey. Oh, hold on.
gross, just like its author.
All right. It should go right into. Nope. It actually goes into me. You don't want to listen to this guy. That guy's an idiot. Damn. Okay. So I messed it up. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. We're already open for business. We already have the football gods awake up in here. They're ready to go. How about you, Michael Anthony? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Where's the energy? Where is the energy, man? You know what? I'm gonna tell a quick story here. I'm gonna tell a quick story. See,
You know where the energy is?
where?
Then, oh,
What?
you know we got the number 4 pick.
At the moment,
Number 4?
The
4,
fourth.
4, 4?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll get to that. But see, you know what? I got this now. Okay. My brother Tony. You know, when you lose somebody close to you, everything you do ends up reminding you of you. I was driving around the Beltway and stuff, and I saw this sign and everything, and it reminded me, 20 years ago when I helped him on his house, that was up in there, and I forgot about that house and stuff, but you get all these memories and stuff. But I had a deja vu moment right there with Michael because, see, I've got energy. I'm full of energy. You guys see it. You see it, don't you? You see me hyped up, right? And then you go to Michael, who is less than half, almost half my age, okay? And he's kind of laid back. My brother had these two dogs. One of the dogs was older, smaller dog, right? But he was full of energy. He's always hyper. Like my brother would throw the ball in the water and stuff. The dog swim out there and get his stuff. The other dog that was younger was laid back. He was lazy. What he would do is he'd wait for the other dog to get out and get the ball. And when he got close to my brother, he'd bark out, "Arr!" And the other dog would drop the ball. He'd grab the ball, pick it up, and then drop it at my brother's feet. Literally lazy young dog. Now you see, I'm the old guy here, full of energy, and I see my son. He doesn't have that energy. He doesn't have that energy, do you?
The Cowboys make you.
That's man. You know what? Life's gonna be full of disappointments, and the Dallas Cowboys over the last 25 years. If you haven't learned that,
Mike McCarthy's one of them. So
okay, yeah, the jury's out. The jury's out. But we have some good news. The reason why I played this for Mike Fisher because he was actually putting his heart out there. Shout out to Mike Fisher. He's been on the channel a couple times and stuff like that. He's got his Maverick bar in over there by the Star and stuff. Check it out. Get some wings. Get your burger on and everything else. And tell him that Joe Boo sent you. Mike's good people, but he was actually putting out there the real deal on Skip Bayless, who is basically a snake oil salesman and doesn't care who he steps on as long as he gets his. And maybe that's the way the world is today. But see, I just have a problem. I used to use clips of him and Shannon Sharp, to start the show and things. But then, after a while, he just started to just get too far. When he started talking about Dak, well, Dak admitting that he, can have some issues and things or feel down, maybe defenders will knock him down and say, are you depressed about that? Literally making fun of somebody that actually has real issues, as opposed to looking at the guy and say, man, that guy is brave. He is actually out there helping others. And so this week, Skip Bayless is sitting there claiming to basically be the man who initiated and was in the middle of the Herschel Walker trade. Like he had some shit to do with it. He is full of crap. He literally is full of crap. And you know what? I'm going to say.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
And it's time to call a spade, because now this week, because he initiated, basically said, oh, I was all part of that whole Herschel Walker deal and this, that, and the other. And the Cowboys will franchise tag Dak Prescott and send him to New York for Trevor Lawrence because, the Jets will want to draft him, but he won't. I mean, it's just some bullshit. And it's just straight up bullshit, okay? And anybody that listens to the garbage that comes out his mouth, I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. It is freaking ridiculous. He is literally...
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Everybody strap in. I'm about to open some fucking windows.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm wearing one of my many Dak shirts, and I know it's coming. I know it's coming from you, Dak haters out there who will tell me, oh, yeah, well, you just a Dak lover, man. You're doing this, that, and the other because you just a Dak fan. You're not really a Cowboy fan. No, dudes. See, the reason I am a Dak fan is because I believe he is the best guy for our offense. Because he is the real deal. The dude, that boy can play. That boy can play. And today, friends, that's right, today, look at it. Check it out. He's out there practicing. Zeke looking at, you see Zeke over there looking at it. It's like, damn, it's still together. It's put back together. He's looking at it like, damn. And look, Dak's showing off. Look, let me show you. I can walk with that. Look, hey. Can you tape it up and strap it on? Can you get out there and play? because we could really, really use you. And the reason I say this is I want to actually go back to something here, because so many of you mother humpers out there, and I'm calling you mother humpers. I'm calling you mother humpers, okay? Because what you guys do, I'm telling you, what you guys do is you follow along. Don't even have Leroy. What's up, Leroy? Leroy, thank you very much. That cash money. I'm messing up, Mike. Mike, how you gonna let me mess up like this? I know I saw Lola up in here. I know I saw Jessica up in here. I think I see a Shelby. Welcome, Shelby. Who else did I miss up in here? Who else came to the party, huh? I see Lola. What's up, Lola? Shelby. I saw Jessica. Did I miss anybody? Dallas Cowboy Girl. Oh, what's up, Cowboy Girl? Let me double check and make sure I didn't miss it. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I see Juan Cruz. Juan Cruz always up in here. What's up, Juan? If I missed you, go ahead and comment and say, hey, Mark, you missed me. You missed me. Okay? All right. So what I wanted to talk about, or what I wanted to bring up is, because a lot of those guys out there, you hear a name and you get it stuck in your head. You literally hear a name, you get it stuck in your head. A lot of you guys will say, oh man, we need to go ahead and get Trevor Lawrence, man. Have never even seen a game that Trevor Lawrence has played in. Not a single one. You don't know jack diddly about that guy. But you done heard it on TV. Oh, man, we need Trevor Lawrence, man. That guy Trevor Lawrence, he going to win us a Super Bowl. That's all you know. You don't even know a single college player he's played against. You don't know his wide receivers. You don't know the system he runs. You don't know shit. But yet, you're saying, we need that guy. Oh, man, let's get Justin Fields, man. Hey, Justin Fields, man. That boy can win. That boy can win. He'll take us to the Super Bowl because he's not trash like that. And ain't never seen a single game the guys played. Don't know a single statistic that they have. Not a damn thing. Because what you do is you listen to jackasses like Skip frickin' Bayless. You listen to guys like, I don't know. Let me see. Mel Kiper Jr. You listen to guys like this. Let's take a little stroll down memory lane here. While all you guys swear that Trevor Lawrence is going to be great, you swear he's going to be great.
So I've been anxiously awaiting Mel Kiper Jr. He's here to talk about his first mock draft of the 2014 season. Carl's applauding.
Let's go.
We've all been waiting in the studio.
This is going back a little bit.
Breath,
this is
Mel,
going back a little bit.
This is a big deal. This is your first look at who's going where. A record 88 underclassmen have declared for this year's draft. The deadline to declare is by the end of today, so we could have more. 3 of
Way
them
to go,
now
Dak Prescott. Shout out to you.
Your first mock draft, which we're ready to unveil right now. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 5 to number 2. We'll build the drama at number 1. Take us through
and then
your
we'll come
5,
back to
4,
1.
3, and 2 picks, Mel. Start at 5.
Jay, at 5 is the Oakland Raiders, and the Oakland Raiders certainly could look quarterback, but you need a wide receiver. You need a big-time threat on the outside, and Sammy Watkins from Clemson is exactly that kind of player. That incredible freshman year, fell back as a sophomore, then reestablished himself this past year. Yards after catch are remarkable. He is an intense runner after he gets his hands on the football. What a player Sammy Watkins is. What an asset he could be, that Oakland Raider offense. Look at that 4th spot. And I look at quarterback for Cleveland. Blake Bortles is a kid out of Central Florida. He's not a finished product, but he has all the physical skills you want. I'd like to see him improve his
Blake Bortles, he says, is number 4.
Needs a year to settle in, but he finished strong. He had that great game against Baylor.
Baylor, that great game.
Bortles certainly would have to be heavily in that discussion. At 3, the Jacksonville Jaguars. You look at Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, you think about a pass rusher in a division with Andrew Luck. They need a quarterback as well. Clowney, I think he's the best player in this draft. It'll be awful tough.
Best player in the draft.
3, I don't think you can if you take him, and you end up with a heck of a player. At number 2, the St. Louis Rams. You think about Clowney's ability to rush the passer. You need a guy to protect the quarterback in St. Louis, and that would be a guy that had a great year at right tackle 2 years ago, left tackle this year, Jake Matthews. He would help out Sam Bradford immensely for the St. Louis Rams along that offensive line. Keep Bradford coming off an injury upright. Jake Matthews figures to have a Pro Bowl career in the NFL and a long career in the NFL.
Okay.
Great bloodline.
And number one?
Family.
All right, Mel, I'm crossing off names as you're going.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it, y'all.
I'm guessing one of the two is your number one. Who does Houston take?
I'm going to go with Johnny Manziel, and I'm going to say Johnny Manziel for this reason. When you talk to people
Johnny
in the league,
Manziel.
I get consensus on Manziel, but I don't
Consensus
get Bortles
on Johnny
Bridgewater.
Manziel.
Consensus that Manziel at worst is going 5. He's going in the top 5
At
somewhere.
worst going
this is a guy
5.
If teams are thinking about him at 5 or 7, hey, what's wrong with number 1? It's not like you're paying Stafford or Bradford money. Johnny Manziel is a magician on the field.
Magician.
If he eats, sleeps, and drinks football 365
Eats, sleeps, and
days a
drinks
year,
football.
To me, he can be a very good to great player in the NFL. Kind of suits his skill set very effectively and very well. And Bill O'Brien's going to have to figure it out. Trading down's a possibility. Taking Jadeveon Clowney, we talked about that. But they take a quarterback. I think Manziel's going to have to be heavily in the discussion.
All right, what about the maturity issues? Because really, when you talk about Johnny Manziel, those are always part of this
maturity
discussion.
issues.
We know that general managers are very concerned about the character of the players they take. What about those issues?
Well, he's a young kid. Obviously, the maturity level, you have to look at that.
Maturity
You have
level.
to interview him, talk to everybody at A&M, talk to everybody that surrounds Johnny Manziel through this process. Go back to the issues at the Manning camp, one this summer. Bottom line is the combine and those interview sessions and all the research and everything they do in terms of due diligence that GMs do leading up to the draft is going to be important for Johnny Manziel. It's one thing to be a competitor on game day. It's one thing to live the game 365 days a year. Take that game home with you. First one in at 5 a.m. in the morning, last one to leave. Will Johnny be the CEO, the effective face of the organization that you need him to be? Those are questions that are going to have to be answered in the next 4 months. If they are answered positively,
the
Jay,
CEO,
I think he
the
certainly
face
could
of your
be heavily in the discussion to be the number 1 pick overall. And as I said, the worst scenario would be somewhere in the top 5, top 8, because Minnesota's picking at 8. And that's where I have Teddy Bridgewater as a possibility. We'll get to that in a minute. But certainly Johnny Manziel in the discussion for the number 1 pick overall.
Mel, I can't help but think back to late summer when Manziel faced a slew of cameras at the SEC Media Day.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. So to be clear, everybody that he listed at his top 5 up there, I'm not sure about the tackle. You think about Blake Bortles. He said Blake Bortles, I think at 4. Blake Bortles, wasn't that 4? How'd that guy work out as a quarterback? He said Johnny Manziel, and you will remember how our fearless leader, Jerry Jones, is always like, show me the money. Oh, that boy Johnny Manziel. I wanted to draft me some Johnny Manziel, because I wanted me some.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody.
He wanted himself some glory holes. That's what he wanted.
I've been here 23 years. And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't.
Yeah.
And so having said
Come on,
that,
Jerry, get to it, Jerry. Come on.
Need some glory hole.
Come on, Jerry.
So I have that perspective.
So here's the thing. So he named 2 quarterbacks there. He named 2 quarterbacks right there. Blake Bortles and Johnny Manziel. You heard him praise him. You heard him praise that guy. And how many? And don't lie. Do not lie, because I know you are. I see you right. No, not you. You right there. I see you there. You were like, man, we got to get some Johnny Manziel. You got to get me some Johnny Manziel, man. That boy can play. Man, can you see him in Dallas saying, show me the money? You wanted him. You wanted him. You thought for sure if we, forget Tony Romo. Tony Romo's a bum. Let's get Johnny Manziel. That's what you guys wanted. You always fall in love with something else that's out there. You always want the next thing when right there in front of you, you have everything you need. Instead, you want to get rid of that guy. Sherry, what's up, Sherry? Hey, Sherry. It's really, I'm seeing a lot of new ladies up in here tonight. Hey, what's up, ladies? And the funny thing is, almost every year, there's a Johnny Manziel. We can go through the list if you like. Remember when it was Jared Goff and Carson Wentz? How those two guys really work? Do you look at them and say they are truly the franchise, changing players? And don't give me this stuff. Oh, well, poor Carson Wentz. Leroy, what's up? Thank you for that. I'm telling you, Eagle fans, if there's any of you cockroaches that are still left, I know you've been replaced by Giant and Washington ones, and I'll get to you guys. Don't hide. Don't hide. The lights are on, you cockroaches. Don't hide. Because I got some fire tonight. So I'm going to get it off my chest. I'm getting this stuff off my chest. Mike's looking at me like I'm crazy. Mike. Mike. Why are you looking at me like look at that look? You see that look? He just. I think I embarrassed my son. I think I truly. Do I embarrass you? Are you sure about that? Okay. So, we always want something else. You know how many times we said, nah, man, let's throw that guy away because we don't need him. He's a bum. Like Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath's balling right now, isn't he?
He was balling with two dislocated shoulders in the Eagles game last
Joanne Gonzalez, what's up? Ladies night. I mean, fellas, you getting outnumbered up in here. See, you know what I like? See, when you go to Cop Hizzle's channel, there ain't no ladies up in there, are there? You don't see no lady. You go to Philly 500, and he's up there talking about his matrimonial. It ain't no women up in there. But we have all the lovely ladies. Shout out to all you lovely ladies coming up in here. And I see Joe Gonzalez says, hello, Michael Anthony Fitness. We appreciate you here. So we go back to the ambulance chasers like Skip Bayless, who start rumors that, I got inside information because I was part of the Herschel Walker trade that the Cowboys are going to franchise tag Dak Prescott and trade him to the Jets. And then we had somebody else talking about, the Cowboys, they should franchise tag Dak Prescott. And if they have to trade their whole draft to New York to get, Trevor Lawrence, I'm like, where y'all come up with this shit? Are you stupid? What?
They might get the franchise tag part right, but they ain't no one.
Well, I see. Okay. If you're asking me how I think it's going to play out, here's how I think it's going to play out. And look, this is just my thoughts.
They're going to franchise tag them to buy time.
The good thing for the Cowboys is that this injury happened in the middle of it's not good. Okay. From the standpoint of being able to keep up with them. They can see the progression because, at the Star, which is crazy that we've got the best training facility in the NFL, but yet we don't seem to be in shape. I can't understand that. But, we have the training facility where, if you live there, you can actually pay money so you can rehab with the players. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like that with COVID, but probably not right now with COVID. But if it weren't for COVID, you'd be able to work out with Dak Prescott while he's rehabbing, So they can keep an eye and they can know exactly how far he is. And as you saw in that clip where he's walking around, he's like, hey, I don't need these crutches. Robert Drayden, brother Mark, you got to get that strap back. I'm going to get back to that. Let me straighten something out here. The strap is actually not mine.
Yeah, but you can challenge for it.
I can challenge for it? So if I challenge for it and win, then it's my belt? Because you know what? I tell you what.
If you win it,
I tell you, you know what Cop Pistol reminds me of? Some of you youngins probably don't know this. Mike, turn up. Okay, let me turn Mike up a little bit. Some of you might not know the reference, but if you ever watched Charlie Brown, Linus always had this security blanket over his shoulder and was always sucking on his thumb. Every time I see Cop Pizzle, he's got that strap like a security blanket over his shoulder.
As he should.
I mean,
Philly
literally.
500 did not show that belt enough.
He acts like that's the most treasured piece that he's got in his life.
You know how long it took him?
I'm wondering if the dude's sleeping with it, or if he's making some babies with the belt and the
You know
strap.
how long it took him to get that belt? Over a year. So I wouldn't give him an opportunity.
All
But
right.
if you challenge for it, it's your belt.
I didn't want to do this here. I did not want to do this here at all, but I'm going to have to go ahead and y'all open it up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everybody's asking you to challenge.
let's get ready to rumble!
All right. We have some crazy fans out there. This year has sucked. Like the Cowboys and the Eagles. We both have sucked. Usually one of us or the other of us have at least 10 wins and win the division and things, right? We usually challenging teams. But this year, we suck. We lost our quarterback. We've gone through 4 quarterbacks, in fact. Yeah. So I'm sitting here. I do my best because, shout out to all of you guys that are out there. There's so many of you. I appreciate each and every one. I wish I could just do YouTube full time so I could just sit here and do videos and read comments. I wish I could. I try. I literally, because I'm an old man. See, when y'all get to be in your 50s, you'll understand. Because when you turn 50, what happens is it's like your car warranty goes out and everything starts breaking down. It just starts breaking down. And so what happens is you get up once or twice in the middle of the night because you got to pee. Okay, I'm sorry to put that out there. I hope YouTube doesn't block me, but that happens, okay? And so once I'm awake. So I'm sitting here, I'm doing research on videos, or I'm, on the Cowboys, or something came to my head and I'm thinking about it, or I'm reading comments. And I'm going through and I'm reading, the comments one time, and I'm looking at the usual ones. Mark, you suck. Mark, you're an idiot. Mark, you're playing with dolls. Dak Prescott stinks. You're a Dak lover. The usual ones and all that. And then I get to this one that says, Mark, bend the knee. Bend the knee. The fuck? What are you talking about? Bend the knee? Is this like Planet of the Apes and I got to bow down to you? What do I got to... Wait, let's stop this madness here, Giants. Are you crazy or just plain stupid? Seriously. I understand you are the lead of the NFC East. I get this. But you do realize that your victories are 2 games against a team without a name. I know they kicked our teeth in, but like I said, we suck. I admit we suck. We are on our 4th-string quarterback. We stink to high heaven. So you beat the Washington football team twice. And you beat the Eagles. You beat the Eagles with Carson Wentz. I mean, we're talking about Carson freaking Wentz. I mean, are you kidding me? Carson, we're talking about this guy.
And they got the first
You beat that guy, and you beat barely 19-17. Let me say that again, 19-17 against the Cincinnati Bengals, who had the #1 pick last year, picked Joe Burrow, and he didn't play because the Washington football team knocked him out. They jacked him up. They screwed up his knee. And you're telling me to bend the knee to you? Son, come here, Cop Hizzle, come here. Smack your ass. Boy, please. Bend the knee. You ain't even, son. You ain't beat the Dallas Cowboys since when? 2016?
Dak Prescott's rookie year twice.
2016? Come on, man. Come on. Boy. Bow down. Because you know what?
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Bow down. Bend the knee. Man, what kind of crazy? Mike, what kind of crazy stuff is that? Bend the knee. That's not the first time that Swamp Rat, as Philly 500 calls him, Swamp Rat, says bend the knee. Bend the knee, Mark Holmes. What? I'm supposed to be your subservient servant or something here? Larry B. Riva, what's up, man? Thank you for that. Boom. So, this weekend. All right. So, look, I've got off my chest. I hope that all of you guys that know nothing about college prospects, that listen to jackasses like Mel Kiper Jr., okay, and Skip Bayless and stuff, think about quarterbacks in the draft and how there is no way that they are a guarantee to be good. You know, they'll tell you that, well, Trevor Lawrence, he's the best prospect since, Andrew Luck. But did Andrew Luck win a Super Bowl? Did I miss that? Didn't injuries kill him? Wouldn't the Colts have been better off holding on to Peyton Manning? Didn't Peyton Manning go to 2 more Super Bowls after he left Indianapolis? But they said, oh, no. Look, man, he's a generational player. Let's go get that guy. And I pointed out, see, if you are a loyal fan of the Joe Boo Sports Report, see, here's the thing. Last week, one of the talking heads out there called out, Bad Dog or somebody else and said that, us YouTubers are stealing their stuff and putting it out there. Well, I did steal Mel Kiper being a jackass talking about Johnny Manziel should be the #1 pick. Yes, I did steal that because I was pointing out you're stupid and don't know jack crap, okay? That's what he said. Blake Bortles fourth and Johnny Manziel. These 2 guys are ready to play, right? Well, Leroy, are you a channel member, Leroy? If you are, email me over here. Over here.
His name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Well, just email me and we'll figure it out. Your best bet is Dak Prescott. Because all those people, remember last year, that was saying, tank for Tua. Let's get Tua. Well, would Tua have made a difference for us this year? Douglas Carter, thank you very much. And that Joe Burrow. Would he have made a difference this year for us? You got a team, at least offensive players, that are ready to go right now. So back to the Swamp Rat and the New York stinking Giants. The Giants, let me get this right now. The Giants. Is this the Giants? No, it's Washington. Oh, the Giants. They're over here. Let me flip over to here. You like that? Just change up cameras on me. And let me move Michael up. Mike, get out the way, man. Move it. Get out the way. Oh, sorry. Had to take you off the screen there for a second. So you Giants, Cop Pizzle, who's telling me bend the knee. I guess you want me to hurry up and bend the knee now because shit's about to get real for you guys. Because you got to travel to that Pacific Northwest. You got to get on that big old jet airliner and fly to Seattle for a prime time match against Russell Wilson. This is not the Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow. Take out Russell Wilson, okay? Because you're about to get your teeth kicked in. I'm telling you, you're going to get your teeth kicked in. And after that, you actually play Kyler Murray, what a young quarterback should look like, what you wish Danny Dimes looked like, okay? A team that's fighting for the playoffs as well. And then you play Cleveland Brown with Johnny. Did I say Johnny Manziel? Because they drafted him. Boy, Baker Mayfield, another team that's playing pretty well. Do you think that you got a chance or you'll be favored on that one? Because you act like you guys are Super Bowl champions. You would think that the New York Giants were the Green Bay freaking Packers right now, the way you guys talk. Bend the knee. Bend the knee? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Seriously. Then you play Baltimore. Really? And you finish up against us. How many games in there do you think you're going to be favored going down the stretch, Giants? Are you sure about that? I forgot.
Maybe Cleveland.
And wait, I forgot.
With Danny Jones.
Danny Dollar Store pulled his hamstring. He ain't playing against Seattle.
They weren't going to win that game to begin with.
Oh, he might be back for the Arizona game. He might be back for the Arizona game.
They ain't winning that one either.
Oh. Really? Okay. Bend the knee. Man, boy, please. So then we have the next cockroach on the schedule. The Washington football team. Another team that the cockroaches have gotten out. Now, I'll give it to you, Washington. I'll give it to you. You kicked our teeth in. Not once, but twice. I'm proud of you because it's about damn time. It's been so long in the making. You know, everybody gets their day. You did good. You're an up-and-coming team. In fact, I am worried about you in the going forward. I am. I'm serious because you got a real coach now. You don't have the dumb brother of the Grudens, okay, anymore. You know, you don't have the Jim Zorns anymore. You don't have the old ball coach, Chuck and a Duckett. We're 5-11. Not real good. Not real good. Yeah, you got rid of all those guys, and you actually have a guy who is a defensive-minded coach who I think will do good things with that Washington franchise, especially if he can keep Danny Boy out the way. Just tell Danny Boy, move. Just stay out the way. Just stay out the way. But Washington, Monday evening, 5 o'clock, you go to Pittsburgh. Now, Pittsburgh looked kind of trashy against Baltimore. I'm going to tell you, they look kind of trashy. I think Pittsburgh actually kind of said, hey, we got RG3, you know, and it got put off for so long. We're well rested. They haven't been able to practice. They just it was a trap game for them. It was a trap game because Lamar Jackson wasn't there. But I think Pittsburgh is a little bit hangry right now. I think Pittsburgh wants to come out and send the message that we aren't just 11-0 bunch of patsies. We are 11-0 team. We are for real. And they're going to kick the Washington teeth in. And then you got to play against the San Francisco 49ers at San Francisco. San Francisco's having kind of a rough year. Excuse me, I need a little. Sorry about that. But I get kind of loud here, and my voice gets a little dry. It gets a little dry. So, you got to play San Francisco, which is not having that Super Bowl season they had last year, but are still a pretty good team, and you're going to be playing on the road. And then, Washington, you got to play the Seahawks. About the first game that you probably have a chance, but it might be a revenge game for the Carolina Panthers. Carolina. And then you got an easy one. You play the Eagles to finish up the season. So the next 3 games are going to be really tough for you, Washington. But with that defense can always make a play, knock a quarterback the hell out. You got a chance. I'd say you got a better chance than the New York stinking Giants. And then we have the redheaded stepchild. And make sure I'm on the right. Oh, that's Giants. Where are you hiding, Eagles? That's us. Oh, you must be over here. Oh, Eagles. Now, it's funny listening to Philly 500 now because, yeah, have you seen any of his videos lately? Philly 500. Oh,
I don't watch his channel.
Philly 500 is funny right now because I tell you what. Basically, every video right now of Philly 500 is like this. It literally is like this.
I fire Howard.
fucking fire that motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass.
He's ass.
He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, how he's got to be stupid? What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
That's Philly 500 right now. Philly's losing his mind right now. Seriously, he is going crazy right now. Literally, we need to fire, everybody. I don't know what's wrong with the North Dakota assassin. Let's assassin him. Let's kill him. Kill him. Literally, he is losing his mind. And so you got to play Aaron Rodgers, who seems to be rejuvenated, right? You got to play in Green Bay. Then, if that wasn't enough, you got to go to New Orleans. Excuse me, you play New Orleans. And the last time I think Carson Wentz played against New Orleans, I want to say he had 3 picks and 3 points. It was ugly. It was brutal. Then you got to play the Cardinals, and then you play Cowboys, and then you play Washington. Yeah, it's bad. Now, the funny thing is, winning the division, it'll be great for bragging rights because you could say, hey, we won the division. Maybe we get the strap back or something like that. But the reality is, whoever wins the division, the highest pick they could have would be 19th. For the other teams, more than likely, you'll be a top 10 pick. Oh, Lola. What's up, Lola? Of course, we're going to be live streaming the Giants game as well as the Eagles. They're playing at the same time. We'll definitely be following along. Cop Pizzle doesn't seem to do what?
We're gonna have Mr. Stinking in here too.
Oh man, we're gonna have. It's gonna be funky up in here because we'll have the stinking New York Giant fan up in here.
He's gonna be disappointed this weekend.
Okay, all right.
Disappointed.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed.
The
all right.
Giants ain't winning this weekend.
So
they're not winning this weekend.
The reality is, whoever wins the division, and like I said, right now, Washington and the Giants are feeling really good. They've been so downtrodden for so long that right now, even if it ends up being we won 5 games to get that division crown in a playoff game, they're going to be happy about it. I know you're going to be happy about it, Brian. I know you're going to be happy about that. Mr. Mark, your chat people are being disrespectful. If they're being disrespectful, if they're attacking people in there and stuff, by all means, they can tell me I'm an idiot. It's okay if they want to call me an idiot. That's cool, huh? But it's cool. It's cool. Whoever wins the division is by default. We all know if Dak wasn't hurt, Cowboys would be in first place. True on that one. How's it doing, Michael Anthony Fitness? I want to win the division this year. Let's have a high draft pick. Dak is the boss. Philadelphia underdogs. The Eagles winning the division. Easy winning every game by at least 45 points. Okay. I don't care much about draft picks. Our GM, Kyle Smith, is one of... Okay. Sorry to all those wrong... Okay. So I have no idea what's happening there in the chat, but okay. I'll let you know. But, I understand the Giants and Washington... definitely thinking about, they're not thinking about tomorrow. They're thinking about, if we can get that pick, get that playoff game, that it'll be worth it. And truth be told, if we ended up winning and getting and I'd be happy about it too. I could say, hey, we're division champs. So, cockroaches, get out of here. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get out of here. But in actuality, not winning the division helps set you up for a better next year. Now here comes a couple big questions here, because I don't know, did you see that Diggs, that Stephen Jones was saying that Diggs is out of his walking boot and he might actually be back this month from the broken foot?
I would just let him
And I'm kind of like,
No, let them be done for the season.
that's where I kind of am. I'm kind of like, really,
Him
at
and,
this point, I mean, I could see
Zach
if we were in a
Martin.
playoff run,
No.
that I'd say, yeah, man, let's get him back in here. But it's like, which TV will you watch Sunday? What do you mean, which TV will I watch
I
Sunday?
think they meet team. I don't know.
Oh, we'll be watching both games. We'll be watching the Giants game and the Eagles at the same time. So, although we might need some extra heat out there because I think it's going to be chilly this weekend. But I've got
As long as it's not
I
raining.
got like 3 TVs that are out there, so I can watch multiple games to keep up with you. So don't worry, we got you covered because I know they won't have those games everywhere. Tank the season and draft a left tackle. Keep being you, Jessica. Mark, I want Diggs to play because he can develop more and get some experience. Sam, I agree with you on that, but let's be damn sure that he's not going to break that foot again. Because, I'd rather have everybody ready to go in the offseason, ready to work out for next year, because the reality is this year just sucks. It just sucks. I'm sorry. It would be basically like a participation trophy if we won the division. Let's be honest here. You might get Tampa Bay in the first draw. Maybe you get a chance. If you get hot, I can't say – you can't say never, but, you look at, say, Baltimore, who ended up having Lamar Jackson out. They're not the same team with RG3 who pulled his hamstring, right? Tom Brady isn't exactly lighting it up right now. He's throwing more interceptions this year than he has in almost any other year, and it seems to be a rip between that team, and you got COVID out there. What if, somebody's quarterback gets COVID, the week of playoffs? Juan Cruz. You know what we need to do, Mike? Mike. See, Mike's over there, hard at work. Mike's writing your names down. Should we do another drawing tonight?
I mean, we can.
Yeah, we're going to, before we get out of here, we're going to do another drawing tonight for, what are we going to give away tonight? What you feel like giving away, man? It's Christmas month. What you giving away, Mike? What you got? I saw that helmet of yours, the old school, no? One of the team helmets? Come on, man. One of your coffee mugs?
No. Jerry Jones. I'll give him away.
Nobody wants that.
Hey.
Okay, all right.
We
Well,
got Stephen Jones to deal with.
We'll come up with something. It'll either be a rack or maybe we'll do one of the cowboy bracelets or something like that for you guys. We'll do that in 2 minutes. We'll do a drawing. Dak will be back 100% in 3 months. Just in time for the off-season program. Well, the way they're talking now, hold up, back that up now. Back it up. Originally, they were saying 4 to 6 months for him, and it's been almost 2 months now. He's already walking around and, getting out and everything else without the crutches. So, another 2 months, he could be good to go. We need to be more physical. You got that right. Juan Cruz bringing that money. Oh, L.A. Lou. Do I have confidence in McCarthy? Ooh.
Hell no.
Ooh.
No, I do not.
Okay. This is a come closer moment here. Okay. I do want to say something though. Now, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay, I've got wrinkles and gray hairs, and I'm sorry. High def is not for everybody. Okay, it's not for everybody. So forgive me if I scare anybody. Britney Spears Productions. I don't know if you're a lady, but if you are, welcome to the channel. Sherry, are you new here, Sherry? I don't remember seeing Sherry Shorty because that's one of those things that kind of rolls off your tongue. Sherry Shorty. Are you a Cowboy fan? If you really enjoy the show, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tell a friend. Mike McCarthy. I have to say, when we first hired Mike McCarthy, it may have been kind of like that Trevor Lawrence moment, because you think, oh, he's been a Super Bowl winning coach. You know, he worked with Brett Favre, he worked with Joe Montana as an offensive coordinator, and of course he worked with Aaron Rodgers. Maybe he's the one that made Aaron Rodgers. You drank the Kool-Aid. I drank the Kool-Aid on that one, but now, watching some of the press conferences and some of the things that we're doing, I do have questions. And maybe some of this stuff is because, how are you doing YouTubes? Hold on, Brittany. Up Creations. Woo! L.A. Lou, no worries. I'm 58, and I'm a Rams fan. All right, L.A. Wait a minute. So, Brittany, what's up, Mark? How are you doing, Tubes? I told you don't want to tank for Trevor. Okay. Next loss, you owe me a truffle shuffle. Or truffle souffle. Hey, okay, I got you. How am I doing? I don't get that one. But okay, I'll trust you on that. Okay. If I'm wrong, just say, hey, Mark, you were wrong. You were wrong, Mark. Remember, you owe me something. I'll send you a shot glass or something. So I'm wondering, is this the Mike McCarthy that we have going forward, or is this the Mike McCarthy who figures we got nothing to lose? We don't have Dak Prescott, our quarterback. We didn't have a whole offseason. We it's just stuff is messed up. Brian Wilson, thank you for that. I appreciate that super chat. We're getting ready to do that. Let me finish answering the question, then we're going to do the draw. I'm worried about some of these things that we're doing. The fake punt on your 24-yard line, how we constantly keep going for it on fourth down, and some of the plays that they call when they do go on fourth down. I mean, if it's 4th and 6 inches, okay, do me a quarterback sneak. Because, and I'll put this out there too, because this is one of those things that drove me crazy about Jason Garrett. Fourth down, we're always giving it to Zeke, and I don't have a problem with giving it to Zeke. However, when it's fourth down and you need 6 inches, here's the problem I have. Quarterback sneaking. You know how many times Tom Brady did quarterback sneaks in New England? All the time. All the time. You know why? Because you have the advantage, because you know when the ball is coming. Your offensive line fires out, and you get behind that fat ass, okay, and just jump forward. The problem with running Zeke on fourth down is this. The quarterback's going backwards with the ball. The defense now has time to recover and fire ahead and reestablish the offensive line. Now, Zeke is 5-6 yards back. He's got to get the ball and get up there. It takes too long to develop. And so when we started doing all these crazy plays, these double reverses and stuff against like Washington, you have to understand that the Washington football team has a great front seven and can penetrate. You have to do things that are fast hitting. When you're doing a double reverse, you're just kind of like playing these, where's the ball? Where's the ball? In the meantime, they're getting upfield. And they shut that shit down. So I do have concerns about Mike McCarthy. I have concerns that it was kind of nepotism with a lot of his hiring. And I'm worried that maybe he's not all we think that he is. Now, that's not to say when you have Dak Prescott and you have an offensive line, you don't have to rely on trickery. You have a quarterback who can hit your wide receivers. You have then an offensive line that will open up holes for your running backs. And you won't be in so many 4th and longs or situations where you look and say, we're desperate and we need to go for it on 4th down. So that I'm hoping will be the case. I don't see Jerry Jones saying, step boy. I just don't see him getting rid of Mike McCarthy right now. All right, so Mike, you got the bucket? I'm gonna pick it tonight. You bring it because I'm gonna pick it out the bucket tonight.
Why can't I pick it tonight?
Huh?
Why can't I pick it?
Because you pick it every day. I never pick them.
Well, you could pick it on the next one.
How do we know you ain't stuffing the box?
I'm not.
Brian Wilson with the super chat.
I'm just writing. Let me get this one.
Okay, so he's gonna. So that would be my thing. And one other thing too here, while I'm waiting for Mike over here. I always like to give equal time and stuff, and we can go to a real quick. I almost forgot. I have to. I'm sponsored right now, so I have to do this for you guys. Okay, hold on. So if you're hungry and you need some coffee.
For those of you who want to come down in person, we'll be serving hot coffee and delicious Carson Wentz apple turnovers.
We promise not to run out because he's made a lot of turnovers.
He's like a turnover factory, that guy.
Be sure to get your Carson Wentz apple turnovers. They're delicious, and don't worry, they have plenty of them, folks. Okay. All right. What? With that one?
With the face.
Oh, it's just his face. All right, man. Samuel, I'm glad you love the show, man. Okay, Michael's digging deep. Uh-oh. Who you got? Who you got in there?
Oh,
Daniel Hernandez. That's my boy. We might have to deliver that one. Daniel Hernandez. I tell you what, since we're in a given mood because we got the Christmas spirit here, we're gonna let's mix this up. We're gonna mix it up. So Daniel Hernandez, we're giving away some of the bracelets. That's what we'll do. Okay. All right, Mike, pick another one in here. Okay. Who you got? We got Daniel Hernandez as one of our winners.
Leroy. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Leroy. This is your handwriting, ain't it?
No, it's Leroy.
Leroy B. Novas Jr.
Yeah, that's
Leroy B. Nova Jr. Leroy B. Nova. Email me. Leroy. Okay, Leroy. Just like my son's dog. Or used to be. My daughter's dog. Leroy. William Taylor. Great show. Gotta go. Stay safe. William Taylor, you be safe. Okay. Appreciate you being here. I hope you guys had some fun tonight. Did you have fun tonight, Mike? You know your belly's in the camera, right? That camera is live right now. That's yeah. Yeah. And that's my wife here at the hold on. Hang on for 1 second here while I get ready to finish up. Yes, dear. Hold on. When Mama calls, you better answer. Yeah, what's up? No, you need me? Yeah, there is. It's either a squirrel or a bird or something. I've heard them in there. They can't get into the house, but I think they're between the chimney and the wall. Just say, hey, yeah. I heard them a couple of times. They're just trying to find a home for the winter. They said it's cold and wet outside, and your chimney is nice. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get them out. Okay. I am still on live right now. Yeah. All right, see you in a few. Love you. My wife says, are you still on? Because you have that voice. I'm like, that voice? I thought this was always my voice, honey. Anyway, Juan Cruz, appreciate you, bro. So any final questions here? Ben DiNucci. Okay. No, not Washington 1. Ben DiNucci. So, Ben, after being a Dallas Cowboy, I'm curious if this were actually the real Ben DiNucci to ask, was it better to go out and bomb as a Dallas Cowboy quarterback and say that I played a game as quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys and not to play at all? I wonder how that feels. Do you think the difference, wait a minute, the defense had a lucky stretch versus Minnesota and Pittsburgh, or are they better than they are definitely, okay, Cowboys forever. I think they're definitely better than they were to start the season. Because here's part of the problem. And you can look across most teams this year. Go Texans. Most defenses this year, more points have been given up this year than I think any other year before. It's because, offenses, the wide receivers, the quarterbacks, they could find a high school they could go work out and stuff and work on their timing. but the defenses really couldn't get out there and work the same way. You're a linebacker in the defensive line. The only way you get into shape is actually playing and being physical and tackling people. And with this shortened off season that we had, where we had like 2 weeks of conditioning and 14 practices. No, D-Well, he was at practice. He was at practice. We talking about
practice, not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for. And play every game like it's my last. Not the game.
Leroy B. Ravis Jr.
Man.
I couldn't read your handwriting,
how
son.
silly is that?
Leroy.
I got the Leroy part. So, Leroy, email us at cowboysmark94gmail, okay? And put your address in, man. Put your address in so that way we can go ahead and get you. We got these Cowboys bracelets. We're going to send you one, okay? And, of course, we're going to get Daniel Hernandez taken care of. Already, Mrs. Mark, that's our signal for you. Oh, no. Here's the thing. Because it's crazy, because I thought I was crazy at first, because I was in my office credenza is upstairs in the living room, right? And there's a fireplace in there. And I hear, sounds like something's crawling in the room. I think it's a squirrel. I think a squirrel's made it.
But see, I told you about that.
And
we addressed the problem. I told you that about a month ago, that there was something in there and where they were coming in. And you said all we got to do is this, and this.
Well, why didn't you go out and do it?
Because I don't know how to hang soffit.
You could have just put a piece of plywood on it temporarily over the hole.
It's better to get.
And said, Dad, look, I put a piece of plywood on because you haven't done what you said you're going to do. Now fix this shit, okay? Like Des Bryant says, fix this shit, like Fisher. Come on, man. Wentz will hopefully be good again.
Wentz hasn't been good since the year they went to the Super Bowl. Before he got injured.
Oh, Carson Wentz.
He hasn't been good since that year. He's been going downhill since he got injured that year.
I'm trying to. I meant to actually go through this article. Somebody sent me an article about Carson Wentz and things, and they said they're not sure that Carson Wentz has regressed as much as Carson Wentz was never a good quarterback. And when you but hold on. But think about this, though.
There could be some truth to that.
Think about this. His rookie year was not really good. And they were in the basement, okay?
No.
They were in the basement.
The year they went to the playoffs, they had an easy schedule.
That's what I'm saying. They were in the basement, so they had that fourth-place schedule, right? They had a great running attack. Their defense was stout. And, he was basically a bus driver then. Now the team has gotten come back down to earth, where now he has to be the guy, as opposed to being a bus driver. He can't carry the team, and I think a lot of it is right here between the eyes. It's up here, mental. What's is good and cows give Pepsi? Oh wow, man, y'all are hard on a brother, man. Damn, y'all are hard. Man, leave Carson alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave Carson alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone, man. Carson Wentz has been horrible, but that article was stupid. He led the league in TDs passes in 2017. Laugh out loud. Wentz stinks. Wentz will be good when he's benched. Who's winning the NFC East? Good question, Sports FC.
It's not the Eagles.
I don't see it being the Eagles. I think it's going to come down to Week 17. I think it's going to come down to Dallas versus the Giants.
Depending on Daniel Jones.
Orlando Hernandez. Here's an interesting thing that I think they had him as the 31st best free agent prospect. Believe it or not. But he's had a hard time staying healthy. Dak's coming back. Yeah, he better be. Whatever once at least. Wentz work is worse than butt fumble Sanchez. Ooh, Larry B. Damn, our winner chicken dinner is going all in. All right, y'all. It has been a wonderful evening. Tomorrow's my wife's birthday. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday. So I need to go spend some time with my wife, okay? You guys understand that. You guys understand that. You know, like Philly 500 says, I got to take care of my matrimonial duties. Yeah, well, that was before your team became a bunch of losers, and now, well, you're not taking care of those anymore. But I appreciate everybody coming in, and forgive me, I still need all of you channel members. I got 2 new ones tonight. Make sure you email me, cowboysmark94@gmail, and I need you guys. I got a couple of them, and I didn't have a chance to load them in there because I was working on putting the carpet down for my wife's birthday to surprise her because she's been wanting it forever. And I figure happy wife, happy life.
That was fun.
So I took care of that. So if I do not have a picture of you with your shot glass, please send a picture of you holding the shot glass and saying, hey, the Cowboys make me drink. The Cowboys literally make me drink. So appreciate the shot glass so I can add you to our video because, you know, 2020 has been a mother humper, and you just got to drink. All right, get your shot glass ready. Brian, I'm glad you had a ball, man. Appreciate it. Cowboys Forever. If you haven't gotten it, email us at cowboysmark94@gmail. Delivered to Canada, and could be. We have said them there before. Just email me, Cowboys Forever. Email me. Anthony Martin, welcome to the Jobo Mojo crew. Appreciate that, bro. Angel, I don't know if you're Angel, it's a female or a male. Angel, tell your mom I said happy birthday to her. Dak Prescott, your mom's birthday was today. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday. Alan Williams second. Chuck, have we not gotten Alan's bracket yet? Is that the one we're working on? What do you mean? To finish it again? Alan, I've been sleeping on my duties. I got to finish painting the laces. Forgive me. We'll be out this weekend. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Alan, sorry to hear you're just getting back from a funeral, man. Thoughts and prayers for you, bro. everybody. I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't worry, Sunday we're going to be live streaming the Eagles game as well as the Giants game. Hopefully we'll see a lot of both of those teams crying. We'll also do the Washington game Monday evening. And, of course, Tuesday we'll be doing the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, we're going to take care of making sure you got all the news on the Dallas Cowboys. Now, it's pouring outside, so I don't know that I can do a fireside chat in the rain, but we'll see what we can do. I'm Mark Holmes, and I will see you guys soon.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing.